Donald Trump admitted on tape that he is a felony tax criminal, he and his company. But the clip that I showed you over the weekend has been combined with some recent statements over the years by Trump proving that he 100% knew what he was doing when he broke tax law to steal from the American taxpayer. Check this clip out.
Process of railing against the charges, he actually never disputed them. Instead, he appeared to corroborate the basic facts of the case.
They go after good, hard-working people for not paying taxes on a company car. Company car. You didn't pay tax on the car or a company apartment. You used an apartment because you need an apartment because you have to travel too far where your house is and didn't pay tax. Or education for your grandchildren. I don't even know. Do you have to? But does anybody know the answer to that stuff?
Yes, sometimes the nation's tax code can be confusing, but let's revisit what Trump said during the 2016 campaign. I think nobody knows more about taxes than I do, maybe in the history of the world. Juxtapose that with the sound you just heard a few moments ago.
And so what that was the clip I showed you over the weekend from that bonkers Trump rally, where he's trying to pretend like he doesn't know that what his company did and what Weisselberg did was illegal. He's trying to say, oh, no one knows whether or not my tuition payment should have been declared as taxable income. But as Acosta notes there, Donald Trump, going all the way back to when he was running for president, bragged that he knew more than any one of the 330 million Americans about American tax law and how it works. And he did so at least 2 other times in and around the time he became president. Here's a quote from 2016 shared by George Conway. "I know our complex tax laws better than anyone who has ever run for president, and I am the only one who can fix them," at the failing New York Times. And then in an interview with the New York Times in 2017, he says, "I know the details of taxes better than anybody, better than the greatest CPA. I know the details of healthcare better than most. And so what he's doing there is clearly saying, I have a knowledge of the very complex U.S. tax system better than anyone, including people that went to university for years to get educated on it. And so he cannot claim in court or the court of public opinion that he doesn't know that his company, he and Weisselberg and his kids weren't shattering tax law. So either Donald Trump is lying about his knowledge, which is likely the case, or he's lying about his tax returns, or both. And I think that Donald Trump's ego would never allow him to admit that he doesn't know something. And even if he says, oh, I was just being blustery, oh, I was just peacocking a little bit, oh, I was just talking myself up a little bit for a political campaign. But in a court of law, that wouldn't stand. You have the CEO of the Trump Organization, now an indicted company, admitting, I know more than anyone. So if you have someone in your life that says, oh, Trump and his company, maybe they did something wrong, but no one really knows for sure, let them know that Donald Trump knows the tax code better than everyone, and that means Donald Trump knows he's a criminal more than anyone.